Hello, it's the Sinister Gambino here with a new stream. In this stream, I'm going to be going over the event week for this week in Grand Theft Auto Online. So this one was a 5-day event week and still is, but there's just the rest of today being Sunday, and then all Monday, and then first couple hours probably as well on Tuesday, of course, before the update drops. So yeah, not much time left on this one, but yeah. 5 days isn't a lot to work with, whatever, but whatever. And I do these when I feel like it, so whatever.
You're through to your garage. You, need me to bring you a ride? I'll get there as soon as I can.
Also, I did upgrade my arcade location, just wanted to show that off. That's why I started there. But yeah, going into the title of the event week stream or whatever. Main highlight, aside for the 3x my RP time trials, I'd say it would be the 3x my RP transform races. Those are the only money opportunities going on. So all of them are within Mr. Spectator and the title. And then most of the discounts as well, for properties at least, are also on the Mr. Spectator. Just one of them isn't. And then there's like a few to several vehicle discounts. Most being regular, and then there's 2 new Prime Gaming ones, I'm pretty sure that weren't from the previous event week, so I'll be going over those as well. But yeah, I didn't get the most expensive arcade. I got the one over here, because I think it's the closest for sure to the casino. So it's kind of more valuable than the most expensive one. Basically paying the most expensive one for like the location being Vinewood or whatever, in my opinion. And yeah, there's also the podium vehicle, of course. Also, I can actually change this setting now, because there is a private, like, game chat setting now on the PS4, as I explained on the last stream, which came out on Thursday, for the, like, 8.3.0 update, whatever, added some, like, private game chat thing for the quick menu and stuff. It's no longer for your party system, which I kind of like, but still, I think there should be a private setting for parties as well, but it's still something. The only thing that I think is more annoying with that, and okay, that was one weak ass spin. I don't know how the hell I managed that, but whatever. Oh my god, I get 15,000 RP for that weak ass spin. One of the rare times I get weak ass spin there somehow. But yeah, I kind of wish there was also a private party setting as well that was added, of course, to bring those back. Since the problem with the like quick menu, the game chat setting, is that you either have to have it on or off, of course. So if you want to actually hear people in the game, you have to constantly like turn it back on and then back off, depending on how you want it. Whereas private parties, you just leave the party and then it's back to normal and stuff. It's kind of more inconvenient in some ways, more convenient in other ways. So I definitely like that they at least added something with it. Glad they brought some kind of solution, no doubt. But I'm pretty sure podium vehicle is a Sterling GT. I forget if I did a stream during this event week so far for like some other purpose. And if so, then I probably accidentally called it the Click, but yeah, it's the Sterling GT apparently. think it's one ill-gotten gain vehicles or something. Oh yeah, over here. Say a benefactor Sterling GT will be saving $975,000. Don't think it's a vehicle with livery options, so that would be the price that would be saved. It's almost $1 million. And from what I recall, before I go into lap time and top speed off of roughly 1322 spreadsheet, I recall this vehicle being very good for top speed or something like that in the sports classic class. So this can actually be kind of a valuable podium vehicle compared to some other ones that they've done before for sure. Not sure why I chose Stone GT, but whatever. I think I just kind of choose them just because, but whatever. Alright, Stone GT is actually better for lap time and top speed. But yeah, going to Bruffy 1322 spreadsheet, so credit goes to that YouTuber, of course. Going into the lap time of the vehicle, I'm pretty sure it was 4th place. Yeah, it's 4th place for lap time for the Sterling GT. And going into top speed of the Sterling GT is 19th place. So 4th place lap time barely under the top 3, and in the top 5 for lap time for the Sport Classic class is pretty damn good, because obviously most races are going to mainly prioritize lap time, at least when it comes to the city. When it goes more cross country or whatever, then it's possibly more oriented than top speed in some ways, but yeah. So because it's better in lap time, it's pretty good for it, of course. And yeah, top speed, 19th place out of like 43 different vehicles. That's pretty average. I'd say that's pretty above average. Not highly above average, but it's like a little bit above average. So nowhere near the worst, obviously, for top speed. But yeah, lap time is 4th place in its class, which is pretty damn good. And that's not including any non-raceable options. So can't really go wrong with that one, necessarily, but there are better Sport Classic vehicles for cheaper even in the lap time section anyways. So you might honestly be better off just buying like a Furnace Turismo Classic, any of those. That would be better for lap time. Actually, not the Furnace Classic, but like the Turismo Classic, stuff like that. Now I want to go into a premium race and the time trials. So premium race for the week, at least for now, is Congestion Charge, which is for the supercar class. I'll be going over supercar class when I go over regular time trial though. But yeah, it looks like it goes around Ron's alternate wind farm, so I could see it being better with top speed over a lap time. I think top speed might be a better one to prioritize for that one, just off the looks of the image there. And yeah, regular time trial for the week is Maze Bank Arena. So if you do manage to do this time trial successfully within the allotted time, you can actually... Alright, yeah, that's the actual part time. I don't think that's the one I achieved or whatever. Because I did already do the time trials for the week actually for 600,000. But if you do successfully manage this time trial, you'll get 300k. You'll also get 300k if you successfully manage this time trial. So in total, that's around 600,000. I got like 300 free from that, and like 306 from this one, I think. So I got 609,000, I think. But yeah, for this one, I'd say top speed might definitely be the best one to go for sure. I did it with a body 801 because between the top three of lap time and top speed, the body 801 is the only one that's top three for lap time and top speed for the motorcycle class. Also, I did buy a BF400, which I believe is number one for the motorcycle class. I just couldn't really get it with the BF400. I don't know if I just suck with it or if it's just not that good because of a possibly way worse lap time. So pretty much in general, you should probably go for a very good average lap time top speed vehicle. So I'd still say the body 801 probably for a motorcycle. Yeah, more on that later. So yeah, since the premium race has supercars for the class, I'll talk about supercars first. Yeah, since the stuff I talked about with the time trials isn't going to change a lot, I might just summarize for the most part. So for lap time for the supercar class, first place is the Progen Emirates, which I believe is like $2.9 million around there. I believe the top three is pretty balanced cost-wise, I believe. For a lap time for the supercar class, that's something pretty good. So yeah, Progen Emirates is first place for a lap time. Second place for a lap time for the supercar class is the Benefactor Krieger, which that one I believe is on a Prime Gaming discount right now for the Benefactor Krieger. So if you have Prime Gaming, I believe it's like 70% off for the Benefactor Krieger, so a very good entry point for that vehicle, no doubt. This might be a good week to take advantage of that if you have any spare money that you're not reserving for the new update that's going to be coming out. And then third place for the supercar class for lap time is the NIS S80RR, which is the one-seater supercar from the Diamond Casino and Resort DLC. Which all three of the top three for lap time are Diamond Casino and Resort DLC vehicles. And yeah, I believe the Krieger is like 2.7 normally, and then the S80RR is like 2.5 million around there. So pretty balanced, I'm pretty sure, cost-wise for all three of those. Just the Benefactor Krieger is a really good price right now for those Prime Gaming, I'm pretty sure. I believe it's a 70% off discount. And again, only for Prime Gaming. And then top three for top speed for the supercar class, which again, keep in mind, I mentioned that... Oh wait, yeah. For Maze Bank Arena and the premium race, I'd say top speed probably would be a good thing to prioritize over lap time. Because yeah, I think the time trial definitely had a lot more straightaways from what I recall than turning. Has more turns at the end than anywhere else, I'd say, for the time trial. And yeah, for those who want like a YouTube guide or something, I would probably refer to GTA Man, or there's GTA series videos as well, but they don't commentate, they just show like gameplay of it. But if you watch it closely enough, I think it would be good. But yeah, top three for top speed for the supercar class. First place for top speed goes to the P-Fister 811, which was like $1,135,000 from like the Finance Felony DLC from like mid 2016. So you have to go quite the ways down on Luxury Motorsport for the 811. And then second place for top speed for the supercar class is the Devastate 8, which I think it's the Principe Devastate 8 for the manufacturer, Principe. That one's like 1.7, 1.8 million though, compared to like 1.135 million, whatever, for the 811, so I probably wouldn't really bother with that one. And then third place for top speed for the supercar class is the Banshee 900R, which you have to upgrade the sport car Banshee to the 900R through Benny's Original Motorworks, which I believe the cheaper vehicles tend to have the higher upgrade prices. So I'd say that one as well would probably be around $1 million. So again, you might as well just go to number one option, I'd say, with the 811. Which I'd normally say that for lap time as well, but for those of Prime Gaming, the Krieger is a really good one to get, since it's a 70% off discount again, I'm pretty sure. But if it were normally, like the 2.7 mil for the Krieger, then I'd probably just go to Emirates, since it's only like 200k for difference between the top three in lap time. But yeah, Banshee 900R, I probably really wouldn't bother with that one for top speed. Yeah, it goes from this like arena, and there's like a dirt road or something kind of shortcut off of, and then it goes like here, and then here, and then here, and all goes all the way up to like here. So yeah, I think there's definitely a lot of straightaway on this one. So yeah, I'd probably prioritize top speed. Now I'll go into the motorcycles class. So yeah, the motorcycle class. Top three options for lap time. First place goes to the Nagasaki Shotaro, which is like the Tron bike for $2.2, $2.3 million for the base vehicle. And I believe to get the Nagasaki Shotaro, you have to play a match at deadline if you don't have that as a thing you already did. So you do have to unlock it through playing in adversary mode. Don't have to win it, just have to play it, I'm pretty sure. So if it's not on the Military Motorsport website, then that would be why. And that one you can lean forward or backwards with the stick for best possible speed. I believe it's the only vehicle that works that way for a motorcycle class. Because most you have to do backwards like you're doing a wheelie. And there's like two vehicles where you have to lean forward with the stick as if you're doing like a stoppie for the best possible speed on every motorcycle. And then second place for lap time for the motorcycle class is the Hakuchou Drag, Shitzy Hakuchou Drag. That one's like $800,000, $900,000 for the base vehicle. And yeah, that one you have to lean forward with the stick as if you're doing a stoppie, which I believe the only other one that works like that is like the Nightblade, but I don't think that one's really a competitive option. And then third place for lap time for the motorcycle class is the Body 801. Body 801. Yeah, the Body 801, as I mentioned, is the only one in the lap time that's top 3. That's also top 3 for top speed as well. That's why I use the Body 801. I think it's pretty much the best time trial vehicle altogether. Because obviously, if you're using a supercar, it's going to be a lot harder to avoid like traffic and stuff like that. That's a pretty much a go-to for every time trial would be in the Body 801. And that one's only like under 10,000, if not like 10,000 exactly for the stock vehicle. So it's a very good entry price for sure. And customizations included wouldn't even be that much either. And yeah, Body 801, same with the rest of the vehicles I'll be going over. You have to lean backwards with the stick as if you're doing a wheelie for best possible speed. And then top 3 for the top speed, of course, for motorcycle class. The BF400. But yeah, the BF400, that one's like $95,000, I believe. Because I actually bought one to try on that time trial because I was struggling on it. But yeah, I kind of really wouldn't recommend the BF400 because I'm guessing the lap time is probably not that good, hence why it wasn't that good from my experience on the time trial. What the BF400 is good at though is that it can actually race in off-road races even though it's a motorcycle. So it can race in motorcycle and off-road races, which most motorcycles cannot. And because it's number 1 top speed in the motorcycle class, it dominates very well in off-road class, because most of the vehicles in that class are actual like vehicles. So even if I like fall off the VF400, it's pretty much a very top tier option all by itself in off-road races. So that's the reason to get that one. And yeah, again, you have to lean back with the stick as if you're doing a wheelie. And again, the Body 801 is second place top speed compared to its third place lap time. And then third place for the motorcycle class for top speed is the regular Hakuchou, not to be confused with the drag, which was second place in lap time. Regular Hakuchou, I believe, is like 60 to 70,000 or something. So I think less than the BF400, but not much, of course. So you might as well go with that if you're going for a top speed option. But again, Body 801 is pretty much the best average vehicle for the motorcycle class for time trials, let's say. So the best bet for winning pretty much any time trial would be the Body 801, I'd say, altogether. And yeah, regular Hakuchou, again, you have to lean backwards with the stick as if you're doing a wheelie. And that covers everything with the regular time trial. Now for RC Bandito time trial, which is Vespucci Canals. Now, I don't have an RC Bandito time trial guide. I do have a series of them, but I haven't worked on a thing of it for that series in a long time. It's one of the more boring things to make, in my opinion, that I've done so far. But yeah, you just gotta know when to like do like the turns and stuff. Might take a couple to few attempts to get it good, but eventually with enough practice, the turns will be pretty easy to memorize and stuff. And yeah, when you get to like the hill or something, there's like a hill or something around here or something, you can kind of like go away from the checkpoints. I kind of fly over there, I guess, to show it off, kind of. But yeah. Shouldn't be too difficult since you don't have to deal with all the like vehicle variety like you do with the regular time trials. Also, you can only use the RC Bandito. And yeah, again, the RNG traffic is going to be an issue in some points, but nowhere near as bad as a regular time trial. But yeah, like I said, I wanted to mention a little something about like a hole there with the RC Bandito time trial, so I guess I'll go over there. Okay, no one actually cares anymore, Ron. Ron literally hasn't been relevant since like the 2015 heists, but whatever. Smiley thinks people still want to pick up his phone calls and stuff. Oh, actually, no, that's not true. He's been relevant with like 2017 with Smuggler's Run, but the Smuggler's Run hangar is practically one of the worst businesses, if not like the worst business in the game. So even then, he's kind of irrelevant, like I said. But yeah, over here, I was talking about like a whole thing or something over here. Just like checkpoints on this hill, but you can kind of like go between like the tree and pole here, for example. You don't have to actually like be touching the checkpoints. You just have to be somewhat nearby them, so you can kind of do some shortcutting there, I'd say. So that's where I was kind of just knowing where to turn and stuff. And if you're in the like red here within like the last 10 seconds, you might want to restart. I'm actually not entirely sure, but yeah, if you make like one crash from there with like 10 seconds remain, and it's pretty much going to be over, at least. So yeah, I figured I'd go in a tiny bit more detail, so hopefully I did compared to usual, because I did do the time trials this week, since I'm in a crunch for money. I only have like 1.4 mil right now, but I've been grinding and doing stuff. Obviously, I moved to my arcade location recently, so that's why I don't have as much as I... Which is why I only have like 1.4 mils, because I moved to my arcade location to make heists more efficient. I actually do have an aggressive one pretty much ready to go actually after this stream. So that's what this text is all about. And yeah, I did aggressive and group sex big con, which are the two I'm going back and forth between, because I would say they're kind of pretty much the best ones to do. Since I don't think you can do the same ones back to back, obviously. So I've kind of been doing that like every day to two. Oh, apparently South American imports next. They have like 700,000 around there. Last I checked on the nightclub actually. I haven't really been like leaving my system on like all night and stuff. Say on security cameras or anything. Okay, that can go away if you don't necessarily need it. But yeah, now to go over the money opportunities. Which I pretty much already went over a few times in my RPD time trials, because I pretty much always go over the time trials, because it kind of differs off the time trial. But in the stunt races section, there's all the transform races. But yeah, transform races aren't like races you just want to like jump into, not knowing much of anything about the transform races. They're quite different with the fact that the vehicles are determined, of course, by Rockstar. You can't just use like any vehicle in a given class. It's like the very particular vehicles you decide to choose. And yeah, I'm pretty sure there's probably videos and stuff out there going over all the transform races and stuff, and like what vehicles are in them. So the different races you want to do if you're going to go through transform races will depend on like the custom vehicles you have. Certain ones have like custom like hangar vehicles, for example. Some have certain vehicles that aren't customizable at all, such as like one as like the Phantom Wedge, for example. That one's not officially customizable, at least, which I bring up because I know a lot of the like search results on for my like review come from people trying to figure out how to customize it for whatever reason, which I don't think you can't officially for sure. But yeah. But yeah, it just heavily depends on like the vehicles they have and stuff, I'd say, for which ones to go for. Not like pretty much every other race where you can just be fine if you have like one good vehicle in the class. Those ones kind of require you to have like a good variety of vehicles depending on your one you're choosing. So yeah, it's heavily dependent on track on like pretty much all the other races. That's pretty much all I'm gonna say on those. And if you do them solo or whatever, you can probably make like anywhere from like 16 to 20-ish thousand if you wait like 10, 15 minutes, whatever the max time would be for racing. So you can make okay money doing it solo, of course, but obviously if you're playing with other people, it's going to all depend on your luck and stuff, so probably really wouldn't bother with that. Probably only bother with the time trials, of course, till you get them, and then I'd probably just do your typical money-making methods. And yeah, all the rest of the stuff is just discounts now. Which pretty much almost all the property ones are already on with the spectator, but I'm still going over them. So yeah, right now there's 40% off high-end properties. So if you want more places to host your original 2015 heists, you can do so. I know it's like the theme with a lot of the like properties on discount seem to be like heist location kind of properties, which I suppose makes sense since the next update's a heist related update after all. Which, speaking of that, some fucking random asshole had to fucking randomly dislike my fucking Caraprico heist update details number 2 video. That's why I don't fucking typically do videos, because I put a lot of effort in them, and then people can just randomly fucking shit on them if they feel like it. So yeah, screw assholes like that. Those are the kinds of people that make me not want to make videos and mainly do these event streams. Rather make a lot of stuff that doesn't get attention than make stuff that I have to put effort in for people to just shit on them. And that's it, pretty much. So what the fuck ever. Fuck assholes like that who fucking don't have good lives and fucking have to dislike people's videos and shit that feel better about themselves and shit. Because I'm sure they had little to no fucking reason to do that. And if you want to dislike, at least reveal yourself and not be a fucking pussy and shit. I bet they're a fucking leftist fucking Trump hating piece of shit. When people like that are just purely fucking toxic. But yeah, whatever. I guess that's all I'm gonna mention on it. I had as much of a rant on it as I give a shit to do. But yeah, high-end properties are probably pretty much the majority of those, of course. And yeah, you only get 10 car garages for those, so don't gotta worry about the garage space. It'll be pretty much getting the maximum. I don't know though, seems like 10 car garages are also on discount as well, which is interesting. Doesn't even seem like those ones have the properties. 6 car garages as well. I think it only says high-end apartments though. Oh, high-end apartments and garages, it says on the discounts section. Just not on like the slideshow thingy or whatever that Rockstar has on their newswire. So yeah, other like standalone garage properties are also on discount. And the last of the property discounts on websites are the facilities and then the arcades, which again, I would say they went for like a heist theme with the discounts for sure. Because the high-end apartments host the original heists, facilities host the Doomsday heists, and then arcades obviously host the Diamond Casino heists. So you can get the cheapest one for some 50,000 right now. And yeah, no renovations are on discount for any of the properties, I'm pretty sure. So you will still thankfully be having to pay full price for that fucking orbital cannon. Which hopefully the submarine won't fucking be like an orbital cannon. Knowing Rockstar probably will. But yeah, facilities are absolutely worth it because you can do the Doomsday heists, and Act 2 is a pretty good and easy Doomsday heist. The only annoying part is the prep missions or the setup missions, the ones that go into lobbies and all. And yeah, arcades, as I mentioned, I moved away from the cheapest one and got this one, so I'm way closer to the casino now, which makes it way easier to grind. Because yeah, I've been making money in the game the past like week or so to prepare for the update. So yeah, cheapest one you can get for 864, 500 right now. And again, no renovations on discount. And yeah, Diamond Casino heists are way more friendly, I'd say, than the rest of the heists. So if you're going to go one of the properties, I'd probably recommend the arcade. Or of course you can do like Felicia Job, which is another 2-player heist with the like apartments. They all have their easy heists, I'd say. Especially the Diamond Casino heists. I'd say those are the most like reasonable ones for today's standards. And there is one more property discount, but I would have to go to like a CEO office just to show it off, so I'm probably just going to mention it and talk about it. And that is 25% off of vehicle warehouses. Vehicle warehouses allow you to do the import-export business, which is probably the best active business in the game. I'd say import-export is definitely the best active business in the game. Unless you count the like nightclub because of the business battles, but I kind of count that as a separate thing. So yeah, import-export I'd say is the best active business in the game, because if you set it up properly, you can only get high-end vehicles, and that allows you to make the most profit possible with the import-export business. The way you want to do that is, I believe you have to get like 80% full up to 32 vehicles. Since, yeah, I believe it holds 40 for a vehicle warehouse, so 80% will be 32. I believe the 32 vehicles, there's a set amount of low, mid, and like high, or like top range vehicles, whatever they call it. So yeah, by getting all 32 like slots that are guaranteed to be a set amount of low, mid, and high-end vehicles, by getting all those and then selling all the high-end vehicles, as long as you stay within like I believe 23 and 32, you're pretty much guaranteed to get high-end vehicles. As I believe there's 9 like guaranteed like high-end vehicles between the first like 32 vehicle slots of a vehicle warehouse. I don't know why exactly it works that way, but it does, and it always has since the import-export DLC. So if you set it up properly like that, of course, you can make it very profitable with the import-export business. If you want to make some good last-minute cash, if you don't want to like do a Diamond Casino heist, which from my experience only take like an hour or two to set up properly and all. And if you get decent randoms, you can do it quite nicely if you don't have the friends and all. So yeah, definitely some very nice considerate discounts. Just the money opportunities are pretty whack right now. Except time trials are pretty worth doing, I'd say, but the transform races are kinda Like I said, they require very particular like vehicles to own for their custom versions if you want to do the absolute best possible in them. But actually, I will show off my import-export. This show what I was talking about, I suppose. Since I do have it set up properly. Okay, so I only got one level for that, I guess, because they saw it had, I suppose. I don't think it matters though, because I think I'll just lose it going into the vehicle and all. But yeah, you can make up to like 80k on every vehicle, which doesn't necessarily sound good, but if you do it, good enough and set up the way that I mentioned, it is actually more profitable than you'd probably expect. Just the sorts of missions can be really annoying. It's kind of off-putting sometimes. But yeah, I don't think I have any top-range vehicles right now. Oh, wow, I came in accident, never mind. But yeah, like I said, stay between 23, 32, because first 32 slots are guaranteed. So you'll know, like, there is a certain, like, set amount of standard, mid, and top range vehicles between the first 32. And then 33 to 40, I believe, are just, like, random between standard, mid, and top range. So I wouldn't bother with the last 8 slots of the vehicle warehouse, just the first 32. And when you have it to 32, there's still all the high ends, and then just stay between 23 and 32. Hopefully all that's been making sense, but yeah. 25% off vehicle to warehouse is definitely a pretty good thing if you're looking for money, I'd say. If you think you'll make the money back, that is. Which is not really much of any customizations with it, so it's basically just a place of property, however much those would be. But again, it's at the CEO office, so I'm not going to bother going to it. And you know, last but not least, vehicle discounts. There's only like 4 for non-prime gaming, and then there's 2 prime gaming ones. I think 3 of the regular ones are on Legendary, and one's on Sovereign for regular discounts, or actually I think all of them are on Legendary. And the 2 prime gaming ones are actually Legendary as well, so I think all of them are actually on this one website. Alright, so starting off with the Lampadati Komoda. As you can see, it's one of a trade price, which the way you get the trade price is by using it as a getaway vehicle. Or you don't have to actually use it as a getaway vehicle, you just have to select it as the getaway vehicle. And then obviously beat the heist that you used it for, or whatever. So right now, it says cheapest $165,000. And it's a 4-door vehicle. I'm guessing it's like a sport car or something. Alright, yeah. The Komoda's a sport car. For lap time, the Komoda is 26th place for the sport class, of course. Which seems to be above average, but nowhere near the top 10, obviously, so probably won't bother with it or performance for a lap time. And top speed for the Komoda. The Komoda is actually 11th place for top speed. So it's just under top 10 for top speed, so it's okay there. But honestly, I'd probably bother with one of the vehicles in the top 10. So yeah, for performance, it's best for top speed, just under the top 10. And aside for that, obviously, it would be pretty much purely, what's the word, damn it? Like personal preference kind of reasons, let's say. But yeah, and then there's the Assault Locust, which I believe is like a retro vehicle from one of the like GTA London games actually, so it's a pretty old like retro vehicle from a previous GTA title, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's like 1.6 mil, 1,625,975 right now. And again, I think it's a sport car. And again, by the way, for the spreadsheet, lifetime top speeds, credit goes to Gruffy 1322.
Hi, how are you?
But yeah, Locust for lap time is 34th place. That's even worse than the Komoda. And yeah, I think that's still like barely above average for lap time, but still probably wouldn't bother with it being in like 30th placements. And no, Locust for top speed is 26th place. So unlike the Komoda, it doesn't really place good anywhere, I'd say, for the sport class. So for performance, wouldn't bother with it, just for personal preference reasons. Next would be the Ubermacht SC1, which I believe is a supercar in that case. And I don't think I heard very good about the SC1, so it's probably not going to perform very good. But yeah, the SC1 is 37th place for a lap time for the supercar class, between 48 vehicles, which is very below average for a lap time. And then SC1 is 38th place for top speed. So not very good at all for a lap time or top speed for the supercar class for the SC1. We're gonna say somewhere around the 0.6 mil is 900-ish thousand. So I'd say so far the Komoda is the most valuable discount right now, being just under top 10 for the sport class. But obviously, of course, that could change with a DLC right around the corner. And last of the regular discounts right now for non-Prime gaming people is the X80 Proto, which I saw at Lotus, Ubermacht SC1 and the Komoda are 40% off. This one's 30%. Since I had like 2.7 mil exactly, I'm pretty sure it's 1,890,000. So 810,000 in savings, I think, for that one. And again, I believe that's also a supercar. However, I think that one's a better one than the SC1, if I recall. But yeah, for a lap time, the X80 Proto is 17th place, so it's above average for the supercar class for a lap time. But 17th place is, again, kind of nowhere near top 10. And top speed for the X80 Proto is actually 5th place, so you are getting right at the bottom of the top 5 for the top speed of the supercar class. So if you want a good top speed option for the supercar class, it's an alright one to go for right now. So that's probably the best discount for non-Prime gaming right now. For Prime gaming though, there's 2 more discounts, both on this website, I'm pretty sure. So there's 70% off the Benefactor Krieger, as I mentioned before, when going over to time trial, and then 80% off the Pegasi Tesseract. So Benefactor Krieger, for those of Prime Gaming, will be 70% off. Not exactly sure what that would be, but surely a pretty damn good deal, so definitely one to jump on if you have spare money that you aren't setting aside for the new update. Because currently, as I mentioned, it's top 2 for lap times. It's second place lap time for the supercar class. And yeah. Yeah, it's second place for lap time for the supercar class. And it's also 7th place for top speed for the supercar class. They are again within the top 10 of the supercar class for top speed as well, which I'm sure it can sit alright in the supercar class for a while still. But who knows how many supercars might be coming into the next update, if any, because I don't know if we've had a confirmed supercar just yet. I think a sports car kind of so far, but not really a supercar for the next update. And I think the Tesseract is a supercar as well. Alright, yeah, Tesseract is a supercar. I believe it's kind of like the X80 Proto. Yeah. It's kind of one of the more expensive ones on here, so that's kind of a nice one. So yeah. There was 70% off the Benefactor Krieger and then 80% off Pegasi Tesseract for Prime Gaming only. So for lap time, the Tesseract is 19th place, a couple placements below the X80 Proto. And for top speed for the Tesseract is actually 17th place, so it doesn't actually really perform that good for lap time or top speed, so actually might want to actually save your money on that one, because that one doesn't really seem that useful in the game currently. Pretty much ever as well. Aside for obviously like personal preference kind of reasons and all to get it. And obviously it's 80% off, so now would probably be the best time to get it for those with Prime Gaming. So that's all the vehicle discounts taken care of now. And that should do it for this Fun Week stream. Alright, yes, that does do it for this Fun Week stream. So yeah, next GTA stream will most definitely be for the Cayo Perico Heist Day 1 stream, whatever. I always pretty much tend to do a stream of some kind, at least sometime during the first day of the DLC. When I do this stream for day 1 of the DLC, I probably won't be doing the heist. I might set it up though, if there is set up missions or something. I definitely won't be doing like the finale of the heist. I would definitely imagine, maybe just the setups. Perhaps some setups and all that, whatever, for the Cayo Perico heist. Or maybe if there's a cutscene, I might just like watch a cutscene or something and set up the heist on another stream. Because I again want to see like what the best way to go about it is from like another YouTuber or something, before I just directly jump into it, not knowing what to do and stuff. So don't expect me to cover the actual heist on the first day, of course. For the stream I do, I typically go over like patch notes and general things with the update on the first day. But yeah, eventually, surely I'll be doing the heist for sure, especially because it's a solo one, so I definitely feel I'll be doing that one kind of as soon as I feel I'm confident I can do it good. Or maybe I will do it for my own enjoyment, not wait till like the best method before it gets found or something, I don't know. But yeah, next stream for this game will start will be day 1 of the Kayaprika Heist DLC. Assuming it downloads fast enough and all, which I haven't really had much of a problem with that for a while, so I should be able to maybe do one for day 1. And I don't really think I have anything else to say, so that will finally be it for the stream. Hope you enjoyed.